Fallen Vanilla Anarchy history told by Little Crad's perspective. Written by Little Crad. Video edited by CarterSmo5. Gameplay is on Fallen SMP and is recorded by CarterSmo5. If some details are not in here, it is because little shit wars started by new players that last one day long don't matter. Period. Before major wars. When Fallen Vanilla Anarchy, aka FVA, was new, there were no clans at first. Over the next week many clans migrated to the server, such as Anarchist Federation, Exuma, Infinity Curse, Twiggler Foundation, and many more. In the following weeks of FVA, aka Fallen Vanilla Anarchy, being created, a major war was about to be started. About 2 weeks before FVA, World War I, Anarchist Federation made their first base on FVA. The base was called Osiris and was named after Trials of Osiris from the game Destiny, as Little Crad used to play it a lot. After a week of Osiris being a base, an alliance was struck between Anarchist Federation and Infinity Curse. Fallen Vanilla Anarchy World War I, Anarchist Federation vs Infinity Curse. The first war of FVA began when Anarchist Federation's allies, Infinity Curse, griefed base Osiris. Soon after the grief, the leader of Anarchist Federation, Damtats, declared war on Infinity Curse and its leader, Ghost. When the war began, it was Infinity Curse versus Anarchist Federation. Both sides took big hits throughout the war. Anarchist Federation was going to lose the war until an ally, Crimson Incursion, came to help. At the end of the war, Anarchist Federation and Crimson Incursion ended up winning and controlling Spawn for a bit. Fallen Vanilla Anarchy World War II, Unity of Power vs Chaos Cons. FVA World War II did not begin until near the end of FVA Season 1. There was a period of brief peace. During this time, the Anarchist Federation built a new base titled Osiris V2. It was an ocean monument base surrounded by glass so no water could get in. FVA World War II began when a group called Exuma griefed Osiris V2 at the coordinates 20,104, 63, minus 26,774. When the war began, sides began to form quickly. Infinity Curse joined Exuma in the war since they wanted revenge. Twiggler Foundation also joined their side for the memes. On the Anarchist Federation side was an old ally, the Spawn Legion, aka TSL, and the Einapfel Empire. The two sides were quickly named. The side of Exuma was named Chaos Cons. The Chaos Cons were first announced by Twiggler. In his words, he said at Clan Ping's Chaos Cons alliance has just been formed. Exuma, Twiggler Foundation, and Infinity Curse. Later that same day, the Unity of Power, aka UOP, was formed by Little Crad and first announced by Umbra Astro. At Clan Ping's Unity of Power has been formed. TSL, Anarchist Federation, Einapfel Empire. In the following week, Crimson Incursion and the Syndicate also joined the Unity of Power. Ryoshi also joined Chaos Cons. Then the following week, the Fallen Reapers joined Unity of Power. Ryoshi also switched sides. It is still unclear if they were a spy or not. The war quickly came to a close and lasted about 1 to 2 months as the Chaos Cons were outnumbered. This was the last time that the Chaos Cons existed. Operation Dark Skies and Clear Skies. After FVA World War II, the Unity of Power had control of the server. Many clans were upset by this, especially Exuma. After the war, Exuma basically disbanded and their members went to other clans. Fallen Federation led by XD Bez also joined Unity of Power. At this time, Fallen Vanilla Anarchy Season 2 began and a group called Killshot Foundation led by TF_Key began Operation Dark Skies. The Killshot Foundation basically just built a giant obsidian platform in the sky and called it a day. They did this to have more control over Spawn. Within the following week, the Unity of Power began Operation Clear Skies to remove all the obsidian. The obsidian sky would always be cycling between holes in the obsidian and no holes because of this. Things got so intense in the sky that it heated up to the point where members of Unity of Power and Killshot Federation were fighting each other. The skirmish that began the war though was when Paper on 100 Ping successfully beat XD Bez and the other members of Fallen Federation, Fire Apollo 32, Villain King, Timid Ku, Lekka Wheel, and Kamaman 3434 in a 6v1. Fallen Vanilla Anarchy World War III, Unity of Power vs Elite Alliance. FVA World War III was the longest war to date on FVA. It began on June 16, 2021 and ended on August 15, 2021. Many projects happened during this time, such as File Quarrier, which was a big help to the Unity of Power as it identified the weaknesses of most players on FVA. Other things that were important was the Wall of Tartarus built by Paper on 100 Ping. In the war, Space Unity was also griefed. It was a giant end base built by XD_Bez, leader of Fallen Federation. The base was soon griefed by Little Crad as the cords were leaked. Little Crad and Paper on 100 ping 1v1 at the ruins of the base, and it ended in a tie. After the fight, Space Unity was copied into the overworld by Heidi for an unknown reason. Karth soon found out though and griefed it in front of XD_Bez and made him cry. Soon after this, the Fallen Federation and XD_Bez were banned from Unity of Power by Little Crad for being pro-Elite Alliance / Killshot Foundation, being a professional retard, and token logging people. A bit after the grief on Space Unity, Unity of Power and Elite Alliance began having fights at spawn. The first fight was won by Unity of Power, as said by TF_Key. You only won because of her hack clan. The second battle was declared a tie by Umbra Astro and TF_Key, as both sides had close to the same amount of kills. After the second battle, on August 2nd, TSL went into a civil war. It was TSL versus TFL. TFL was called the Furry Legion. TFL ended up winning and made the clan more cringe. Soon the war was declared a tie by TF_Key and Umbra Astro, as it was going on for too long and was going nowhere. After FEA World War III. After FEA World War III, mostly everyone took a break. Most of the Unity of Power clans went to Kshu Anarchy and Shadow Anarchy to regroup. Building the Dark Skies also became a tradition to do every season. Many more traditions arose, such as the Water Cube in the end and Spawn, built by Water Gang and Zrepa. People would also spawn kill new players and make them angry. A bunch of special kid clans arose. Many wars started because of these new players, as the veterans of FEA would be angry when new players claimed they control spawn after killing one person. FEA WW4, Elite Alliance vs Voidirian Architects and Communist Army. On October 8, 2021, FEA WW4 began. The Voidirian Architects, led by Vimy, declared war on Water Gang. Soon after, the rest of the Elite Alliance joined Water Gang's side in the war. The Voidirian Architects kicked Vimy out of the clan as they wanted nothing to do with the war. The Voidirian Architects' new leader was Endercat. After Vimy was kicked out of the Voidirian Architects, he received help from the Communist Army, led by Boz. Vimy and the Communist Army ended up losing very badly to the Elite Alliance. Vimy ends up surrendering to the Elite Alliance. The Communist Army decided to keep going through with the war though, but ends up losing soon after. After FEA WW4. After FEA WW4, there is a brief period of peace that lasts for about 1 to 2 weeks. During this time, the New Order, led by Damtats, joined the Unity of Power, since the New Order and Anarchist Federation come from the same roots. Kid 2925 also renamed his clan, the Kuel Sids, to the War Starters. Other than these two events, nothing much happened, and Spawn was controlled by EA. FEA WW5, Elite Alliance vs Tier. FEA WW5 started on October 27, 2021, when the Elite Alliance went to war with Tier, led by Imagine You One. The war started because Tier was anti-Elite Alliance and had been resisting them for a while. On Halloween, October 31st, Tier's base was griefed by TF_Key, Oxy's Daddy, Blue78419, Pac-Mans, and Outsola. On November 2, 2021, Imagine You One abandoned Tier and left it completely. This causes Tier to lose the war on November 4, 2021. They lost the war because their base was griefed, they lost all of the battles at spawn, and their leader abandoned them. After FEA WW5. Nothing new has happened since FEA WW5. If more major things happen, I will make a part 2 to this video. Thank you all for watching. I hope this clears up the history on FEA.